What up, though? You already know how I go. Smash, like, subscribe, comment. I don't care what you comment as long as you comment. New P Hub content up with my. Just go check it out. But anyway, let's get into this video. I want to talk about this again. We're gonna go into it because that video it sparked a lot of debate in them comments. But as you can see, if you can read and you actually scroll through the comments, more people agreed than disagreed. In a joint or anywhere else, I'd rather fight a bigger guy than a smaller guy, right? Can y'all hear me this video? A bigger guy than a smaller guy. If we got into a group altercation in the joint, I want to go fight the big guy because a majority of people in prison can't really think. And a lot of them care about, image too much, and they only see things for surface value, right? So if I go to the yard and me being 6'3", like 260 at the time, I go pick the littlest guy and beat him up. He got beat up, but it don't look as good when you go pick the guy to 6'3", 6'4", 6'5". It don't look as good. And then when you do that, they be like, damn, he broke dude down. Dude was tough. But really, when you've been big all your life, right, and you got a decent punch on you, you got a little reputation, and you huge, when guys square up to fight you, they're already mentally defeated. In their head, they know, like, damn, I'm going to try to make it look good, but I know once he hit me, I'm out of there. They're already defeated. So with my mind state knowing that I got a good chance with anybody, unless they just a prolific fighter, a boxer, so on and so forth, knowing I got a good chance, I head in that situation with a lot of confidence. And I noticed, like, when I hit them big guys, that smirk that little smirk they have, it go away. And you can see their eyes get big, like, damn, he not scared of me. And then you're not that much bigger than me anyway, you know what I'm saying? So you can't try to little boy everybody. And a lot of big dudes, they think everybody's scared of them because all the small people are scared of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't work like that with everybody. So you about to meet your maker today. You dig what I'm talking about? And then, like, when they real muscle bound, another thing about big fighters, when they real muscle bound, your muscles take up a lot of oxygen. A guy broke all this down to me one day, right? And from what I seen, he put everything I was already thinking in the context. He gave me clarification for it. So anyway, when you got a lot of muscles, it take up a lot of oxygen. The guys to be over there benching 300-400 all day, doing all these heavy small sets, they have no endurance. They don't work on their stamina like that. They might run once a week, maybe twice a week. When you got the little guy out there running 7, 8, 9 laps every day, then hitting the weight pit doing this calisthenics. So if you like guys that's leaner and do calisthenics, they sometimes be stronger than the guys that's lifting 400 or 500 pounds because they could just push. It'd be hard for them to pull, so on and so forth. There's a bunch of factors and weaknesses in being big, even though people want to be big. So with my mindset, if you hitting a little bit too hard, if I can't get the first punch off, to throw off your whole game, you hitting a little bit too hard, I want to wrestle with you because I know at the end of the day, 3-4 minutes into this fight, you gassed. And your punch is going to hurt a little less and they're going to be a little slower. Big guys usually don't have no technique. They just throwing from way back here and you see it coming. So I keep my distance, throw a couple jabs, just try to get him to move much as possible. That's how I break it down, head into a situation if I got enough time to do all that. Like if we go in a room or we in the cubicle fighting or something like that on the yard. Other times I'm going to just haul off on you when I get a chance to, and the guard's going to come not long after, you know what I'm saying? So it ain't really too much to think about and do. But yeah, so you can see all these punches, they coming from way back here. You seen, go look up Michael Jai White teaches Kimbo Slice skills. He had Kimbo load up on punches towards his hand, or he was loading up on punches towards Kimbo's hand, right? And he was missing it every time. But when he threw the straight jab, slow, it hit his hand. Big guys, way back here. You see it coming. Don't stand there. That's why you got to have a little bit of footwork. And I was taught, always try, if you can, when somebody load up on a punch, move to the opposite side of their power hand, right? Try to move inside because you can pick more shots. But that's only if you got a decent left. So me personally, I don't have great footwork, this is that, so I would move to the right and load up with my right because I don't have a great left hand. But if you got a great left hand or you ambidextrous, load up, Go to the left, load up. Anyway, win. Learn how to do a slip counter if you can. Slip counter. Just, make your body seem a little closer, your chin seem a little closer than what it is. And as soon as you bounce back, it got to be in your head to just spring your hand fast as you can. Fast as you can. Now, with fighting these little guys, man, these boys be throwing 8-9 punch combinations or whatever. I be like, God, and they don't ever get tired. Ever. They keep throwing it fast in the first few minutes and even faster at the end. It's like, damn. They hit the ground, get right back up, I'm straight on the little guys, man. They throw 10 punch combination, go run 3 laps, do some pull-ups, come back and fight you again. The little guys, they've been picked on their whole life. People tried them their whole life. They battle tested. Big dogs are not battle tested. So when you got somebody that's not scared of you, you got somebody that's your size, and y'all physical stature not that far off from each other, it's a way easier fight, and it look better to the public when you in the place where persona, it all matters. To how you eat, how you walk, how you dress, it matters in there. So I'd rather go at it with the big guys, point blank, period. Big guys usually can't really wrestle either. So the skinny dudes, they tops be strong, pause. They wiggle up off something. It's hard to slam. You slam them to get right back up. Now, another thing I want to speak on is the element of fear in prison. If somebody told you they went to prison, they wasn't scared, they a little crazy. They're just idiots. Or something off with them. I would say 0.001% of the population was not scared because maybe they just been enduring this type of stuff their whole life. Plenty of moments where I was fearful. I told you, Gay Boy Mafia, Rainbow Zoo pulled up on me. I ain't say a word back to him. Well, he was really directed to my homie, but he was looking at me too. But I wasn't about to say, hey man, I wasn't about to say nothing. I'm straight. I seen the damage that you do, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't had some encounters with people that was like, I'm just kind of the boogeyman. I remember I said something to this one guy, a part of this particular organization. I said something about him saying some sexual things out loud about another man. And I was thinking like, damn, maybe I shouldn't have said that, because if they go back and tell them I said it. Dog was a lunatic. I'm talking about the coolest, funniest guy ever, but I seen him in action at Ken Ross. Lunatic. I'm telling you, he busting a stall on his homeboy. They just said go get him. He just, where's that? He go get some. Busting a stall. Stop. Like, oh man, this is my man. And keep going. Didn't even see who. This is a crazy environment, bro. Crazy environment. But when you talk about younger guys and older guys, the older guys put a little bit more fear in me. I acknowledge that fear, because when you see an individual in there with a number to start with a 2, well, you know he been in here since maybe the late 80s, or you see him with a 1, you know he been in here since the 80s, some since the 70s, but usually like the 80s, 90s. So you know this guy either just came back to prison, but or he been here a very, very long time and he got nothing to lose. And some people accept the fact that they never going home. Young guys still got a little bit of hope. Most young guys still got a little bit of hope. So when you get to an older guy too, they more slick and they more cunning, and you never know what's coming from it. You don't know if they're gonna put a knife under your bed. You don't know if they're gonna go boil some hot water and throw it on you. You don't know if they're gonna stab you in your eye. Like, I'd rather be hit in these areas than in my eye, my ear, my head. I've seen guys' ears split open, all types of treacherous stuff. You feel me? Hit with the hot water, stab, and got a lock. Like, I seen all that stuff, man. I hung out with the old timers because me and the young boys didn't have much to relate to, because all they wanted to talk about was like just garbage stuff that I just couldn't relate to, man. I couldn't relate to robbing people my whole life and being a thief. I can't relate to listening to Sada Baby and 42 Doug and Ice Wear Vezo music. I like Tupac. I like Bone Thugs, Easy E, Drake, E40. I couldn't relate to the guys, so I hung out with older guys, and some of them guys was predators. Some I didn't know about. Some I was like, okay, well, I heard rumors about them. I still push a game of chess with them because they had a lot of information to give you, no matter what they was in prison doing or what they did in the past. They still had a lot of information and game to give you. And me personally, with another man, it's hard for me to carry the conversation. So they always carry the conversation. They never stop talking. It's like they gone. They gone. You see, like, if they meet somebody, not just predator, I'm just talking about old prisoners, period. When they meet somebody that they like, a young guy with a lot of vibrance to him, his essence is up, and they feel like, oh man, I accumulated all this knowledge. Who am I give it to? I can't give it to another old timer. He ain't going home. They be trying to lace you with game, like go back out into the world and run this game, bro. They be giving it to you like, damn, I ain't know that. Damn, I ain't know this. Oh, I ain't never think about it like this. Oh, that's probably what my woman wouldn't do. Dudes put you. I'm gonna do a video on telling y'all some of the best advice some of these prisoners have given me, man, whether it was good or bad. I'm gonna tell y'all some of it. But anyway, yeah, with the older guys, they not gonna tell you what they gonna do to you before you do it. Now you might have some just ignorant, like, hey, you better get a knife when you come out. You better be ready. I also seen older guys, hey, go take this knife to him, tell him when he come out, we shooting it out. Like he gave his opposition a knife because he knew like maybe he was that good at it or wanted to, put on a show, a spectacle or whatever. And that situation I did see, the old dude just got down on him and took the knife and didn't get hit. Like hand cut, that's it. Butchered that young boy. Guys out their mind. But that's the reason why, the older dudes, they like make me a bit more nervous. Because they'll wait a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. You over there eating your sandwich, kicking it, playing chess out of nowhere. I told you, young, I'm going to send you home this way. I'm going to send you home in a body. I seen it. Wait weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. Wait. Or, they'll play a chess move like, hey, bro, I'll give you some money. I'll hit dog. And then you get him, or you get dog, and then I get him a week or something. So it won't. They'll play those type of moves with you. You dig what I'm talking about? The young guys, they yelling out the door in the hall. Oh man, when I get out, bro, on Crip, on Blood, on GD, bro, I'm killing you. I'm shooting. I'm doing it. We fight. I'm knocking you out. I promise. I get you. I'm knocking you out. Such and such. They gonna tell you way ahead of time before what they do. So that's why, like, when I got to confrontations in the hole where we can't get to each other and people playing it in the sauce and talking about what they're going to do when they get out, I'm like, oh, all right, bro, you can talk how you want to. I'm just trying to go home. Yeah, I'm just trying to go home. That's it. Oh, yeah, I thought so. And they never see it coming. Just knock him upside. That's why I told y'all I'm not super tough and I ain't the best fighter by far. Right? I always got off first. Pause. And they never seen it coming. I think probably I would say like out of maybe I had like 11 or 12 fights. The ones I went to the hole, well, let's just say the ones I went to the hole for, which was about 7. One of them seen it coming. One of them I like actually squared up with. For the ones that I went to the hole with, 6 out of 7. None of them see me coming, so that's my advantage there. And then I got a decent punch, so I catch you off guard. Decent punch, decent size, and I know what to follow up with. The quick left, while this one way back here coming again, trying to knock you. You know what I'm saying? So that's the difference between big guys, small guys, older guys, and little guys. It's a lot of psychology and war and all the war being used in prison, man. And them old guys be mastering it, man. You see an old guy, he 65, whooping on a 22-year-old man. You know what I'm saying? Same size or smaller, whooping on him because he's not a bob and weave. He been in this cell for years, airboxing and ducking and weaving. I don't see him put up the little ropes and duck under it in their room. Billingsley Bay, that's one guy, man. He used to get tickets or get warnings all the time for boxing in his room. They don't allow you to airbox either. In prison, you cannot airbox. Even if you're in your room by yourself, you can't airbox. See how, man, It's a point in every video I try to make to y'all. Do you see how stupid that is? I can't airbox? When since that was been illegal? In your room by yourself. I can see on the yard they might think you fighting and it might be a security precaution or whatever. But in your room by yourself, one man room by yourself, you can't airbox? Stay up out of prison, man. And if y'all share it, just share this one clip right here. Stay out of prison. Please.